we are live. It is fight night. Well, kind of. And we are here on When Toons Combine, the Cartoon Classic. We start the process of the single elimination tournament. This is the wild card round. That is my phone letting me know that I am live. But this is the wild card round. It is Superman the Animated Series versus Rugrats. This is the show, or this is the battle that Dave picked. Dave, of course, picked Rugrats to go against Superman because he won the trivia contest last week, which Shawn was out by question 5. But
I was out by like 3.
I did.
No, you got like 1 or 2 right. All right. So I am Dutchy, of course, joined by MoneyE.
What's up?
And they're in the same room, so we finally get to see what Dave looks like. Shawn and Dave are here.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Thanks for having me on again.
No problem. You've basically become part of the show.
You're part of the Everything Unscripted Podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
I made it. Mama, we made it.
Oh, boy.
So, and yes, as you could tell by what they said at the bottom of the screen, Shawn and Dave are not paid actors. And
I could be.
Yeah.
We still
if the offer's ever there.
Contract.
Listen, once you hit 1,000 subscribers, I got to renegotiate my deal here.
Yeah. Once we can get there, I'm trying. Like I'm trying to get us there. Like, and I'm, I mean, people are like, we're getting a lot of people to watch the show. It's just trying to get them to subscribe. But that's
always catch.
Yeah. That's
You're
another.
just going to have to start an OnlyFans to link it to your profile page.
Well, yeah. Nobody wants to see this body and at all. All right. So this is the Cartoon Classic. This is the first wild card matchup. Superman the Animated Series versus Rugrats. Basically, the rules are simple. We have 7 categories this time around. So now for the rest of the tournament, it's 7 categories, not 5. Your categories are theme song, animation quality, originality and creativity, characters, episodes, humor and entertainment value, and cultural impact and legacy. Now, another big change in this is I'm just hosting, and I'm going to kind of go through and kind of give both sides of the argument for each category for both Superman and for Rugrats. And then Curly, Larry, and Mo are going to be the ones that judge.
Whoa.
Well, there's 3 of you.
It flag pretty well.
Yeah.
We're the 3 amigos.
Yeah. Well, 3 Stooges are known. Well, actually, no, 3 Amigos are pretty known too.
Yeah.
As long as I'm Mo.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, none of you really have Larry's hairstyle. I do when I let my hair get too long. But yeah, so the 3 of them are going to judge. You're not giving out points. So what's basically going to happen is you're going to say which cartoon you think does that particular category better. And then at the end, we're going to figure out, then because there's 3 of you, obviously, whoever wins the round gets the point, and then whoever wins the most, whichever show wins the most categories at the end of this thing, they move on to face Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? In the official first round of the tournament. So, all right. So, like I said, I named off the 7 categories. We might as well just get started because I really have nothing else to ramble on about. Oh, except for we are on Discord now. So Eric, did you put the Discord link on the YouTube page?
I put it in, not in this one yet.
Okay.
I think last night I did.
Okay. Yeah. So we're on Discord, so you're gonna get a lot of updates there because Facebook's, kind of, nailing us for rules that we're not really breaking, but they think we should break. But
Fuck them.
Yeah, Discord
much.
is less strict.
PG,
They are
bro.
strict. I don't think they are that strict.
PG, sorry. They're
Yeah.
not very nice.
no, not at all. So
You got
all right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. So the first category is theme song. So basically, Rugrats theme song, Superman the Animated Series theme song, they both neither one really has words.
No.
But like with both of them, you kind of have like that action sequence where it's just like, you got the Rugrats, Tommy crawling around, and you see everything you see stuff from all the characters, Angelica getting, hit with the dust from the vacuum cleaner, Tommy, spraying his bottle, all that. So you have a fun little sequence there. Superman the Animated Series, you have the sequence of a lot of the highlights from the episodes. Superman is more of like a fast-paced theme song. Rugrats is kind of more just, they're both kind of just basic, but Superman's more, fast-paced. But Rugrats is a kind of a standard 90s Nickelodeon theme.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
So, because I'm pretty sure the first Nickelodeon cartoon to actually get a theme song was actually, or not get a theme song, but get words in their theme song was it might have actually been Rocko's Modern Life. And I don't even think they had. I don't even think it was an actual song. I think it was just like the words Rocko's Modern Life were in there. I haven't heard that song in years. But the basic Nickelodeon theme song, kind of like, family friendly, just, kind of matches the theme of the show. And then Superman more fast paced. So Eric, I'm going to start with you because your name is the first name I have written down here. Who gets the edge? Which theme song did you like better, Superman or Rugrats?
Rugrats. I think it has more of a beat to it. No.
Okay.
And I think it's probably more well known, in my opinion. When you hear that, you think of Rugrats.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dave, go ahead and go next.
I go with Rugrats. I agree with Eric. I liked it better. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
All right. Shawn, technically,
His vote doesn't matter.
Rugrats
we don't
won.
need your
I'm
vote.
still going to have you give a vote anyway.
Yeah.
I was going Rugrats.
All right. Well, that makes it easy.
3 in a row.
Yeah.
You,
All right.
Well, it's like everything you described with how it goes from, like, you see what happens in Angelica, you see Tommy, you see every character.
Kind of takes you around the house.
Yeah.
You know?
So, all right. So Rugrats goes ahead and they take the first category in a sweep. So they have 1 point. Now, even if Rugrats were to, kind of sweep out Superman, or if this ends because obviously, basically first show to 4 category wins will win it, but we'll still go through just in case there's no dramatic finish.
so it's like the best of 7.
Yeah, pretty much that's what it is. Which a lot of people that I've talked to this week, they're like, this is a good matchup, but it's like on paper, Superman should beat up the Rugrats. I'm like, it's not a fight. Like they're not fighting. It's not. This isn't a fighting game. It's which show is better. But all right, so we're gonna move on to animation quality. You have 90s Nickelodeon animation. You have mid 90s Warner Brothers animation. Nickelodeon kind of, their animation basically, like a lot of animation back in the day, but you could definitely tell, like, it really does look like just the stuff that was drawn. It's just basically like, it almost looks like clear off the pages that they were drawn on.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, I always thought was kind of more, because they're more professional, because they were a bigger studio at the time. Still kind of are. So their animation and like their action sequence, because Superman had more action, obviously. Rugrats was family friendly, but they had the family friendly animation. Superman, you had your action animation. And like the way a lot of the action scenes kind of turned out in that animation quality. So with that being said, Shawn, I'm going to go to you first.
I'm going to have to go with Superman on this one.
Okay.
I think the animation was harder, like, because there's more to it.
Yep.
Than Rugrats had to, so Superman.
Yeah. I mean, Weebs, it's not a fight. Like, it's not like an actual, like, they're not fighting.
We ain't going rounds.
Yeah.
It's going to be a street fight.
Yeah. All right, Dave, go ahead. We'll go to you next.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Superman as well. I mean, just to do the fighting sequences and all that stuff, using the abilities of like the laser beams and going destruction of buildings, takes a lot more to the animation.
Okay. All right. Eric, technically Superman already won the round, but
Yeah, I was going Superman anyway. I originally had Rugrats, but then thinking about it longer.
And realizing that you lost.
No, I went with Superman after thinking about it.
Okay.
Before the show, I mean.
Yeah. All right. So both shows have already clean swept the category. They're tied at 1. So we know that this is officially going to round 5.
Yep.
So, all right. So the next category, which usually would be characters, but we're going to go originality and creativity. You have Rugrats, which there wasn't really a lot of shows back in the day by the time Rugrats came around of babies, doing all these adventures and like always getting into hijinks. You had the Muppet Babies, but they were, animals. They were Muppets.
Yeah.
These were babies. These were cartoon human babies. But this was original, I think, for the time period, because it's really something you hadn't seen, I think, up to that point. There's been different iterations of Superman, but this was more of the updated version of Superman.
Agreed.
So you kind of put like a mid-90s spin on it almost.
Knew more about it.
I mean, and you follow the story. You just still follow the Superman storylines.
Rugrats, you didn't really know.
But you still follow like the Superman storylines, but both of them had a lot of creativity in it, like some of the hijinks that the babies would get into.
I'm fucking yawning. I blame you.
I'm not even tired. I haven't even yawned once, bro.
What's going on over there, guys?
He's yawning.
I'm yawning. I'm blaming Dave for it.
Oh, okay. All right. This is actually a pretty good point here by Weebs in the chat. We never got to see what the nanny looked like on Muppet Babies. Yeah, no, they never actually showed her. 7 years of the show going on, and we never got to see what the nanny looked like. So, but yeah, so you had you had a very original concept of, as far as Rugrats goes, and definitely again, because it wasn't necessarily a ripoff of Muppet Babies, because these are actually human babies, and you had a more updated creative spin on Superman. So all right, Shawn, I'm starting with you first.
Rugrats.
Rugrats wins originality and creativity.
Yeah. I kind of feel like just due to the comic books Superman had, you already knew what might or was going to happen.
Yeah.
In Rugrats, it was a newer show with kids. You didn't really know what direction it was going to go in between episodes. So
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Eric, we'll go to you next.
I'm gonna go Rugrats too. I thought this was gonna be the first category that would be split.
All right. Dave, I mean, we already know who won, but
Yeah, I went with Rugrats as well. I mean, we've already seen, like Shawn said, there was comic books before the animated series, so you knew of Superman a little bit beforehand. Rugrats was a new idea, a new creation, so I believe it's more creativity.
yeah. All right. So Rugrats wins. So Rugrats is up 2-1 now. So
Next is characters, right?
yep. Next, we're going to characters. This might be a little more difficult to judge. Rugrats,
This might
you
be
have
split.
huh?
This might be 2-1.
Right. All right. Rugrats, you have Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Lil, Angelica, who the show was mainly focused on. Because, you had some episodes that were about, and we'll get the episode.
Don't forget Dill.
Dill, when he came along. Susie Carmichael, who was introduced in the second season.
Spike.
You
Reptar.
had
who's
Reptar. You had a lot
is it Lucy? Is it Lucy that becomes Chucky's stepsister?
I believe so. Yeah, Chucky got a stepsister later on.
Right, because that's after the movie where his dad gets married to the Japanese lady.
Yeah. So you have all these characters, plus you have the parents. You have Grandpa Lou.
Oh, it's Japanese. Is it Korean or Japanese?
I thought it was Japanese.
Oh my god, biggest plot twist in the world right now. Look it up.
Yeah. Let's see.
Big difference.
You could just say Asian.
All right. Rugrats. Chucky's sister.
Is Reptar Japanese?
He's their little thing they ride on.
No, I know, but he was based off the show. And I'm pretty sure it was Japanese because it was a ripoff of Godzilla.
I mean, it's a Japanese name.
Right, so because Reptar was a ripoff or their version of Godzilla as baby.
Yeah.
So,
That
okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So you have all those characters. You have the parents. You have the grandparents, because you also have Dee Dee's parents, who were, came in and did episodes from time to time.
Unscripted.
So then, and then on the other side of the coin, on Superman, Lois, or Superman / Clark, Lois, Jimmy, the boss over at the Daily Planet, his name escapes me, but then you had Clark's parents, you had Kara, who came in as Supergirl, you had all the villains, you had Lex Luthor, you had the Doctor that would always help Superman, and you had these other side villains that would come in, like Parasite, Lobo, Mixopic. So you had both shows had their fair share of characters. Now it's kind of hard to really decipher which show had the best characters. That's up to you guys. But you had your fair share of characters. It wasn't just based. I mean, Superman was kind of just, built around Clark, but you had the other characters who had, episodes to where they were featured more, especially when it came to like the villains, like when the Parasite turned into Parasite, that episode was basically featured on him or focused on him.
Yep.
Rugrats, you had more like you had episodes that were focused on Tommy. You had episodes focused on Chucky, Phil, Lil, Angelica.
Even some with the parents. I remember like one of the episodes was revolved around the father of Tommy because he hit his head, so he became a baby.
Right, I remember that episode.
Yeah.
So all right, so for characters, Dave, I'm starting with you first. Who wins the round?
I'm going with Rugrats with characters. I think the characters are a little like you can get behind each character. Like you can have a different favorite character in Rugrats. For Superman, your favorite character is going to probably be Superman.
Right.
So I think, there's just more in depth around the characters. Like you can feel for them a little more. So I went with Rugrats.
All right. Eric?
I went with Superman.
Okay.
Because I think Superman alone is a bigger name than we got people from Rugrats, maybe. Because the Superman name is just, I think, it's kind of bigger.
Right. All right, Shawn, you're breaking the tie.
That's why I wanted to go second.
Close with Rugrats.
All right, you're going Rugrats?
Going Rugrats, but like very close.
Yeah.
Because they're both very dynamic in both characters. I just think with Rugrats not being known prior to a show being released about it, made it that more interesting to get behind each character the way they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Rugrats is up 3-1, which means in episodes, Superman has to win in order for this to officially go on. I mean, we're still going to go through the other categories no matter what happens in this one.
So that was the first 2-1 category.
Yeah. So Rugrats is up 3-1. Episodes is next. Like I said, we're still going to go through the other two categories no matter what happens.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Backstage.
Okay.
You two okay?
Yeah, my camera's being dumb today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just keeps cutting
It just
out.
keeps cutting off and on.
Okay.
Weather?
As long as we can still hear
Like
you.
that.
Weather?
No. There's nothing going on outside.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, as long as we can still hear you guys, it's fine.
Yeah, it's just the camera being stupid.
Yeah. All right. So we're on episodes now. Rugrats got a 3-1 lead. All right. So the episodes of both show there they are. There's those two pretty faces. All right. So you have Rugrats episodes again, episodes that are focused not just on Tommy, but on all the different characters. Like you had an episode where they focused on Grandpa moving into a retirement home. I mean,
Yep.
he got kicked out of the home at the end of the show or at the end of the episode.
It's also a Bills fan.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's also a Buffalo Bills fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you had that episode. You had the episode where Angelica went to camp. You had the episode where it was mainly focused on if Angelica stole Susie Carmichael's tricycle.
The slumber party.
Huh?
The slumber party. That's the one episode I watched today.
Yeah.
It was focused on Tommy and Angelica.
Right. You had the episode where Chucky gets sprayed by a skunk. The episode where Chucky gets where they wanted to give Chucky a haircut.
Poor Chucky.
An episode about Phil and Lil where, Phil and Lil were trying to decide which one of them was their parents' favorite.
They were always eating some nasty stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling it out their diaper.
Yep.
Yeah. So, a lot of there was a lot of episodes, but they were focused on different characters almost. It wasn't just always about Tommy, even though he was kind of the leader.
Yeah.
Superman, you had some cool episodes where they were action packed and they were focused on they were focused on Superman, but they were also kind of a backstory for the villain. The episode where we get introduced to Lobo, the bounty hunter, and then him and Superman end up teaming up and going after the people that put the bounty on him. The episode about Mixelpick, where he comes in and he tries to annoy Superman, but Superman's smarter than he is.
Right.
The episode where Parasite, where we were first introduced to Parasite. The finale where everybody turns against Superman because Darkseid had him under his spell, and then Lex Luthor was like, you know what? I told you he's bad news, so everybody turned on him. But Superman had your action-packed episodes. There wasn't really a lot of action in Rugrats. It was more family-friendly.
Yeah.
But all right, Shawn, who gets the nod in the category? Rugrats or Superman?
Superman.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So we're definitely gonna have
just more action packed. It's
All
hard
right.
because these shows are so different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just tough decisions here.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes for better episodes.
Definitely Superman.
Yeah. All right, Eric.
I'm going Rugrats. I think there's more nostalgia in the Rugrats.
Oh man.
Okay.
Go with the Superman alive or is Rugrats take?
All right, Dave. It's up to you.
For episodes,
Yeah.
I'm going Rugrats.
Okay.
I just felt it was the episodes. I mean, you're always on a new adventure. I mean, it was always something new. I mean, even in their backyard turned into whatever. It could turn into a volcano with lava all around. Like, you're entering their space, their minds, their imagination. Yep. So I thought it was better episodes.
All right. So it took 5 categories. Rugrats wins at 4-1. Now, but because we technically have time to fill, we're going to go ahead just for the heck of it and go through the other 2 categories.
Okay. Now, Doug, are you surprised that they won 4-1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think it was going to be this easy.
Domination?
Yeah.
It might sound like a domination, but it was hard picking Rugrats over
Yeah, it was.
Superman on that last, or what did I do? Superman over Rugrats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard. That one was hard for the episodes.
Yeah. So Rugrats officially moves on. They're going to face Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, in the first round of the tournament, which is probably going to be a little harder.
I don't know. I think Scooby-Doo might sweep them.
Well, it's going to be a little harder for Rugrats.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
But we'll get to that because that's going to be, after we do all these wild card matchups. But all right, so we're going to move on, even though it doesn't necessarily mean anything. But I got 2 more categories to fill. Humor and entertainment value. A lot more people there was a lot of entertainment in some of the hijinks the babies got into.
Mm-hmm.
But you had a lot of humor and especially the 2 villains for Superman, and Lobo and Mixopick and Jimmy also, he was pretty funny. And the battle scenes provided a lot of entertainment in Superman. And you did have some humor, like with the babies and with their grandpa. So just for kicks, Dave, who did you give the edge to in the humor and entertainment value category?
Humor and entertainment, I went with Rugrats.
You got a fetish for them?
Yeah, he only picked Superman so far in one category.
Yep.
Hey, Shawn?
I went Superman. More towards the entertainment, honestly.
Okay.
Just because of the action, the fighting scenes and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's hard. Can I give it a tie? Tie.
Yeah, you can. Like I said, the battle's already over.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go with the tie, just because of how he explained last category about you're in the mind, their imagination with the backyard stuff. Like when they were doing episodes like that was always eye appealing.
Yeah.
So, Dad Man Pete Holmes is laughing his butt off at the Superman beating. Yeah. Hey, bud. Hey.
Yeah, it's all right.
What did you do?
I'm going with Rugrats.
Okay.
More of the humor side.
I can't help this.
And entertaining. It was entertaining too.
Yeah.
But I laughed more with Rugrats. Superman was more serious.
Right. All right. So now we move on. Again, Rugrats has already won. We're doing this just to fill time.
5-1.
Okay. Yep. So they're what? 6-1 or 5-1?
5-1. It could be 6-1 after this. By the way, this whole thing is funny because and I know we had 7 judges for Superman's episode, but Superman's total points were let's see, where are they? Superman's total points when they went through the league battle were 269.
Wow.
In the Rugrats total points in their league battle was 164. Now, again, we didn't have as many judges in Rugrats episode, but Rugrats
We had 3 Rugrats, right?
No, 4, I think, because somebody came in with us.
It was before David.
It was before Dave?
Yeah.
It might have been Liz.
What was the episode?
It was Rugrats, Jetsons.
I think that's the one
That's the first one he came in.
Yeah, that's the first one I came in on.
Yeah.
Because the Jetsons got demolished.
Yeah, they got
Nobody liked the
they got
Jetsons.
put down.
Yeah. I mean, and that was the episode that Rocket Power won that league.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so it's just funny how Rugrats is just whooped Superman in this.
They just don't face the Simpsons.
Huh?
You said Rocket Power had a bye into the first round, but I don't think they do.
No, they're
facing.
No, it's the buys went to Batman and Kim Possible.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Rocket Power had it for a couple weeks, but
yeah, I forgot Kim Possible.
Kim Possible.
Yeah. All right. So now we're on cultural impact and legacy, the category that I actually thought was going to help decide everything. But I was not expecting. I was kind of expecting Rugrats to win. I just wasn't expecting.
It happened so quickly.
Yeah. Next week's I'm expecting to be quick. Well, if we all decide that that's the one we're going to do next week, we'll get to that in a minute. But all right, cultural impact and legacy. Rugrats had about a was on the air for the better part of 13 years. Reruns still, not necessarily on to this day because they have, Paramount Plus where you could watch all those. But the reruns actually helped revive the show on a couple of occasions.
Yeah.
Because they thought they were going to be done with the show in 94, but then they ran the reruns were doing well in the time slots. So they ran holiday specials. Those got good ratings, so they kept getting brought back. They had a Rugrats reboot a few years ago. You have video games, you had movies come out of it. Superman is Superman. All right. He's been around since the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So they both kind of leave, they both had an impact really on the culture. And they both have really good legacies. I mean, obviously Superman, they're still doing stuff, new movie coming out. As far as this animated show, though, I think not a lot of people really remember this with a lot of fondness. Rugrats, they do. Because people still talk about watching Rugrats for their. I mean, even when we did when I did the community vote, Rugrats came in second. So, they were this close from being revived, but then Dave made sure they were revived. And obviously, for good reason, because they just they whooped. All right, Eric, I'm starting with you. Cultural impact and legacy. Who takes it?
I'm gonna say Superman because of the name, and I'm just basing it off the name of Superman.
Okay.
And the legacy. It's a bigger. Not to take anything away from Rugrats, because Rugrats is legendary too.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Rugrats. I'll say Rugrats. I think it had a big impact for the era it came out in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, Superman obviously iconic and whatnot, but for a show to start off from nothing and have the impact that it did, I think that's worth it.
Yeah. All right. Dave?
I'm going to have to go with the Man of Steel on this one. I think it had more of an impact. It's more of a legacy than the Rugrats do.
Yeah.
I believe. I mean, you even see NFL players like, for reference, Cam Newton, when he scored a touchdown, ripping his chest, Man of Steel, you know. So
Dwight Howard.
He was great. He was great for.
But you also see like an all-star still put the Superman cape on.
Even Shaq
and stuff.
I think Shaq was named Man of Steel.
Yeah,
it's big in the
O'Neal.
Yeah, big in the NBA All-Star dunk contest. Put the cape on.
Yeah.
They do it in NHL breakaway challenges and stuff.
Yeah,
don't see anybody wearing a diaper.
Yeah, I just think Rugrats is more well known around the world.
Yeah, I only picked it just because of the era. Like it impacted that era, and 6-year-olds on up for a while.
I get why you picked it too.
By the way, for all you hockey fans joining us right now, and for the hockey fans that are on this call with me, Alex Ovechkin is now 7 goals away from tying Wayne Gretzky's record.
Nice.
He did score a goal. The Capitals.
He could be 6.
Huh?
He should be 6, but he did an unselfish play and passed the puck to one of his other players to score an empty netter.
Yeah. So
how many more games is there left?
There's like 13 or 14, I think.
He'll get it. Yeah.
I mean, the Capitals won 5-1, and the announcers were even surprised. They're like, because they got to a 3-0 lead. It's like
somebody said if the NHL was smart, they would not want him to break the record. They would want him to become 1 short. So then next season they can have Washington versus Pittsburgh as the home opener, so where he can get that achievement.
Yeah.
bringing all the rating. It's rating based, obviously, but I was like, nah, just let him get it this year so he can retire at the end of the year.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, because they want him to come back for one more seat for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they beat an easy team. I mean, San Jose is not really that competitive.
They're dead last.
Yeah, they're at the bottom of the barrel.
Last place team in the league.
So, but yeah, so Alex Ovechkin, 7 goals away from tying Wayne Gretzky's all-time record, 8 away from breaking it.
Isn't that kind of crazy? Like in our lifetime, that we've gotten to see the NBA record broken, and now we're gonna see like the NHL record broken.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty amazing.
And we almost saw the home run record. No, we did see the home run record broken too.
Oh yeah.
But that has
And I bet you in 10 years, Austin Matthews will break the goal record.
Yeah, so Barry Bonds broke the record, even though people think
60+ goals.
He might.
All right. So for everybody in the chat room right now, if you're just joining us, Rugrats wins this league battle. They technically win it 4-2 or 5-2. I mean, it's sorry. So they win it 5-2. They just absolutely dominated Superman the Animated Series. They're going to move on to the official opening round of the tournament. They're going to face Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? So technically, Rugrats is the 11th seed in the tournament. They are the first wild card spot. They get it by defeating Superman.
5-2.
Huh?
No, 5-2.
Yeah, 5-2. So they got it done. So they are technically the third Nickelodeon, well, technically right now the second Nickelodeon show to make it into the tournament. We're gonna find out sooner or later if SpongeBob's gonna make it or not. But they are officially right now the second Nickelodeon cartoon to make it officially into the tournament. So, all right, next week. There's 3 more wild card matches we have to do. It's Super Mario Brothers Super Show versus Justice League, Simpsons versus Recess, or SpongeBob versus Garfield. What do we want to do next week?
Simpsons.
What do you want to do, guys?
Shawn just said Simpsons. Can I get a second?
Okay.
Second it.
I second it.
All right. All in favor?
All
right.
Sorry, I was reading the caption.
All right. So
Please.
They clips.
You guys will save SpongeBob and Garfield for April 12th.
yeah.
I think the last one we should do is Justice League.
Well, no, we're going to save because what we're going to do is in 2 weeks, we're not going to have a show because I'm going to be out of town. So when we come back April 5th, that's when we'll do Justice League and Super Mario. And April 12th is when we'll do SpongeBob and Garfield because Eric won't be here to be biased against SpongeBob.
And plus, I think I
got a question.
I did choose Super Mario, so that worked out.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Dave. You have a question.
Couldn't we pre-record an episode so we could still throw out the episode while you're gone?
I mean, technically, we can do that, right?
We could do it you said in 2 weeks you're gone, right?
Yeah.
So we could double up next week's and just do one after the other and just restart the whole thing,
All right, Eric, you know how to do the pre-record and all that, right?
Yeah, and I don't even have to put it out right away. I can save it and put it out.
Yeah, you put it out on the 29th.
Yeah.
All right, so then what we'll do is we'll do
Smart man.
that's why we brought him in. We'll do Simpsons and Recess next week, and then we'll pick which one went. So Eric, unfortunately for you, you will be involved in SpongeBob and Garfield. I was trying to give him a fighting chance, but I'll just yell at you for being biased. Eric's just like, oh crap. Eric's just like, damn it, Dave. Why'd you have to say that?
That was a good idea.
Why'd you bring it up, Dave?
That was a good idea.
It's a very good idea because then that way I have something to watch. I have something to watch that Saturday night.
Right.
So
for
all
sure.
right.
And
So
we're still giving our viewers the weekly update.
Works for me. And then whatever episode we decide to do April 12th, because that'll be like the official start of the actual tournament. We'll do we'll just pick an episode that Eric just doesn't want to, and then I could be the third judge, or we could pre-record again like the week before.
Right.
Yeah.
So that way, Eric, because I forget that we can pre-record and then we could just double up.
Yeah.
Because obviously these episodes are only going to be, because it's just head to head, so they're only going to be like an hour.
Yeah, they're not 4 different ones compiled. Yeah.
Right. So Eric, are you cool with that?
Yeah. So we'll go from 7 to 7:45ish next week, and then restart
and then we'll pre-record
10 minutes later.
Eric, look at your phone real quick. Dun dun dun. Doug doesn't know what's going on.
Nope.
Do it.
Just give me a yes or a no. You're no fun, Eric.
All right. Well, whatever you guys are planning.
It's a surprise.
They're cooking something up.
Oh boy.
For you and Daniel.
Oh. Uh-oh. I don't like
Now
that.
it's not even surprising him. Because now he knows something's being done.
Yeah, I just
Daniel
said
doesn't.
something up.
Well, I'm going to go down and I'm going to tell him that you guys are up to no good.
Oh no.
I could just send it to him without Eric knowing, but loyalty is
I'll review it next week on the wrestling show.
Or you could just tell me as soon as, because I am the boss.
It's not telling you anything. It's showing you something.
Right now. Show.
Eric, we should just do it. I kind of want to do it.
Okay. Isn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
Because now you got him curious.
Yeah,
Now he's
I know.
wondering. He's like, what is it? Let's
I have
go.
to upload it on the thing anyway.
No, you don't. I got it. Haha.
Oh, you
Don't
do?
get us a YouTube strike.
You won't.
No.
Oh no. You didn't hear a thing. Hold on. I
It's a
don't know.
new
Why.
intro for the wrestling show.
Hold on. Share screen. Entire screen.
Mm.
Allow that.
All right.
Hopefully you can hear it.
Hold on.
If you can't hear it, let me know.
What?
I haven't started it yet.
I can't hear anything.
Can you hear it?
No.
No?
Just play through your speaker.
No, I can't. I did the share the screen and everything. Hold on. I mean, I could literally just send it to you through Facebook, but
Okay.
Windows, that, yeah. Allow. Oh. Hold on. Retry.
He fixed it.
All right.
Okay, just give me a thumbs up if you can hear it, okay?
Yeah. I'm okay. I'm down with that.
You
I'll
like
send
it?
it to Daniel
Yeah.
later.
Yeah,
He
send
wants me
it
to.
to send it to Dangle and oh crap! I just
Bye, Eric.
oh
Got him out of here. There
yeah.
I go.
By the
You like it?
by the way, that's how I'm going to officially fire Eric when I finally decide to do it.
Hey,
You want me to? I can send it to Daniel.
Yeah, go ahead because he has to approve it.
and me and Sean can still work on it too.
Yeah.
So
That was
All
just
right.
like a rough layout, but if you want to keep it the same, Eric has it. So
yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk.
I tried to get it to where I could get like either your guys' names like almost printed on the apron
Yeah.
with the ring moving, but I can't edit where the name follows the apron around. So it would kind of just stick to that part of the screen and it looked dumb with the ring just moving it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I like it. So, yeah, you just got to clear it with the corporate office. But all right. So next week, the episode that will be live will be Simpsons and Recess, and then we're going to pre-record an episode that will air the following week. So next week live, following week pre-recorded because I will be out of town.
Yep.
And then we're just going to go from there. And then April 12th will probably be pre-recorded because Eric's going to be out of town. And we kind of, well, not even kind of, we need him on the show.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah,
And
because
then-
I'm a judge. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric.
your vital importance to the team.
Yeah. So, yeah, especially now when I gave all the power to you guys, and I'm just kind of, just doing hosting duties. But yeah, no. So this is I was kind of surprised that Rugrats. I'm not surprised Rugrats won. I'm just surprised that it was 5-2.
Which categories were you surprised that they won?
Dark quick. Yeah, dark real quick.
I'm guessing you thought it was gonna be 4-3.
Yeah. I thought Superman was going to win episodes.
Was that 2-1 or 3-0?
2-1. So that was technically the deciding category.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. So Rugrats moves on. They're going to face Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? In the official first round of the tournament. Make sure you check out Shawn on TCA X Reaper, Dave on TCA X Godsend. Those are their Twitch channels, respectively. Make sure you check out Wrestling Through the Years, Friday nights, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
W's win. Go
Oh,
for the
Davis TC Godsend.
Yeah.
Yeah. DCAX Godsend, DCAX Reaper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both on Twitch. I'm on also YouTube, but I have no videos posted, and on TikTok.
So I have to add yours, Sean, to the YouTube channel. I added his.
Yeah.
I said that was yours.
Also check out the Wrestling Through the Years podcast tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. or not tomorrow, Friday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This upcoming week, we're going to review AEW Revolution 2020. Check out the Stabcast tomorrow with Dangle and Mindy. Check out also tomorrow Eric on the Unscripted Sports Show. He's doing a reaction to the March Madness selection show.
And pre-recorded with Dave and Sean here with hockey fights.
Okay. So that's going to be pre-recorded, so that'll be released later in the week. Of course, Eric is very active with the Unscripted Sports Show. Check us out. We're usually 7 p.m. on Saturdays for when Toons Combine, the Cartoon Classic. We are knee-deep in it now. Rugrats moves on. Superman is out. So Rugrats will face Scooby-Doo, Where Are You coming up next week. The live show will be Simpsons and Recess, with the winner of that one facing. Oh, I gotta go back and I gotta look. Let's see. The winner of that one is going to be facing X-Men the Animated Series.
Yep. This is the perfect time that we're doing this because it's March Madness time too. So
yeah,
it fits right in.
Yeah, which was completely by accident.
Yeah, I know.
So, all right.
I wasn't trying to say that, but
yeah. Oh. All right, we'll see everybody next week.
Take care, buddies.
Later, boys.
Later, guys.
Have a good one, gentlemen.
You too. We'll talk to everybody next week. Simpsons versus Recess. Eric, you'll take care of the shorts, please.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. All right, later,
Change
guys.
the AI settings.
Bye, boys.
Eric. Eric.
Huh?
Change your AI settings.
Okay. I still haven't got a response from them yet.
All right, later.
Bye.
Later.